teacher Laura here. I have been an ESL teacher in a public school for 8 years now, and I'm closing in on my first year teaching with VIPKID, so it's very exciting. I just wanted to do a quick video about extension. So I'm sure you've had those kids where there might be a lesson that seems a little too simple for them, and they are just flying through the slides, and you're looking up at the time, and you're like, how am I going to get to at least 25 minutes? So here's what I usually do in those situations, and I also use some of these strategies in my brick and mortar classroom as well. So for the level 2 and early level 3 students, a lot of the slides might have them blending a word, so they draw a line to ed, and then they have to say TED. And so what I do with a lot of those types of slides is I have the student do the whole activity, and then before I go to the next slide, I do the opposite. So they might draw the line and read it, and then I turn it into a listening activity. So I will say, draw a line to make TED, and then they have to hear what word I was saying. Did she say 10 or TED? And then draw the line. So they're doing reading and then they're doing a listening exercise on the same slide. Or a lot of times you'll circle and say, what's this word? And they say, any. Good. What's this word? And they say, and. Good. Before going to the next slide, I reverse it. I say, okay, circle any. And then they have to hear what I said and then still read it themselves to circle it. Circle and. Ooh, did she say ant or and? So it becomes the listening. So not only is it buying you time, but they are also getting twice the exercises using those words. For the higher level kids, extension questions, they are the best, because not only is it going to help them to understand the material better and for you to get a better sense of how they're understanding the material, but it's great speaking practice. A lot of my students in China, I've noticed, they go to their English classes, but it seems to be a lot of reading and writing and like book practice. So with VIPKID, they get to speak with and hear a native English speaker, and they have the opportunity to communicate. So we should really use this time with them to give them that opportunity. So if, actually just this morning, I believe it's a level 3 about the city, it's after the farm lessons, it says, what's a place they can go to in the city? And they read, they can go to a zoo. And then that's it. Then you're supposed to go to the next slide. What's a place? They can go to the stadium. Next. Well, that was easy for her. She already knew those words. So before I went to the next slide, I would say, why do people go to a zoo? And she'd think, and then she'd say, see animals, and then she knew that I wanted, complete sentence, so they can see animals. And that's perfect, because she gets to hear my question, respond with a sentence, and it's that speaking practice that she might not get anywhere else, or at least not that much. So then the next slide, why do people go to a stadium? I think she said they can watch football. And the more we did it, because there was a lot of those slides, like why do you go to a store? I forget the other one. But the more she did it, the easier it was for her, because I think it just makes them feel more comfortable. It lowers that affective filter. And they think, oh yeah, I can answer questions in complete sentences in English. So they get all this confidence. And it's just extra great practice, and it slows down the lesson. So those are really the two main things I do for the lower level and higher level kids, just to extend the lessons and to give them extra practice. So enjoy. I hope everyone is having a great winter. If you live up in the north, it wasn't a bad winter, and then today all of a sudden we got this ice storm. I don't know. I'm ready for summer. I should just move south, but anyway. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.